Hey guys, welcome to Tiny Blue Girl Yoga. I have a power yoga sequence prepared for you today. We'll be exploring our strength in different forms throughout our practice. So get ready to sweat and feel energized and powerful for today's class. So we're gonna start off today's session in a child's pose. So just go ahead and come down onto the hands and the knees. Melt the chest, forehead down to the ground. And let's take a couple of long, deep breaths in and long, deep breaths out to arrive in our space. Let's take this time to connect with meaningful and purposeful breaths. Reminding ourselves that this is one of the reasons why yoga feels different from the other movement exercises. Because each breath that we take has a purpose. Each breath is guided by intention. And whatever that intention may be, we use it as a guide in our practice for today. That no matter what challenges we might encounter on our mat, we remain focused and present through those meaningful and purposeful breaths. Now from here, we begin to roll up to a tabletop position. And we loosen up a little bit more by letting the body just sway side to side, fidgeting to release tension and tightness that we might be feeling. And let's warm up the spine with some cat and cow stretches. So on an in-breath, we let the belly drop down, tilting the chin, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, we push away from the floor. We round the back and hollow out the belly. Again, inhale, arch the back, widen to the chest. Exhale, push and round. 3 more times here, connecting with the breaths, moving with those breaths. Long, deep breaths in and long, deep breaths out. And throughout this session, whenever you feel like you're losing that control with the breath, don't hesitate to pause the video and just find those breathing once again. Once you're done with the 3, stabilize at the center. And we extend our right leg to the back, lifting the foot away from the floor. Left arm reaches forwards and we challenge our stability. Inhale here. Exhale, elbow and knee taps each other. Again, inhale, reach, lengthen out. Exhale, elbow, knee in. One last. Inhale, reach, lengthen out. Exhale, elbow, knee in. Reach and lengthen on an in-breath. Hands come down to the floor. And we walk our palms a few inches forwards, gripping the mat with our finger pads. We curl the toes of the bottom foot, and we take our 3-legged dog, lifting that right leg up and high to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee to chest, and we land the foot forwards in between the hands. Crescent lunge, arms come up to the sky, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips and keeping the ribs pulled in tight to the spine, engaging the core muscles. On an in-breath, we straighten that right knee. We come up a little bit taller in this pose. And then exhale, we re-lunge that front leg. Again, inhale, straighten that front knee. Exhale, re-lunge. One last. Inhale, maintaining your point of focus. And exhale, rebend the knee. Take a big breath in here in crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. And we step back into downward facing dog, that inverted V position with the body. On an in-breath, first vinyasa, ripple forwards into plank. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, glide the heart forwards for up dog. Exhale, lift the hips up for down dog. Roll down to tabletop. Line up once again the hands under the shoulders and knees underneath the hips for the other side. Left leg extends back, lifting the foot away from the floor. Right arm reaches forwards. Inhale. Exhale, elbow and knee towards each other. We go again. Inhale, reach, lengthen out. Exhale, elbow, knee in. One last. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to pull in. Reach and lengthen on an in-breath. Exhale, just the hands down to the floor. And we crawl the hands a few inches forwards, gripping with our finger pads. Curling the bottom toes, and we lift the hips up and back into a three-legged dog with that left leg up high. Inhale here. Exhale, land the foot forwards in between the hands. Rolling up into that crescent lunge, lining up once again, shoulders on top of the hips. Finding that point of focus. On an in-breath, straighten that front knee, rise up. Exhale, bend that front leg. We go again. Inhale, push with the big toes, rise up. Exhale, rebend the knee. One last. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, rebend that knee. Hold crescent lunge for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. And we step the feet forwards into a forward fold, bowing down towards the legs. Warming up with some sun salutations. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, reach down for the ground. Inhale into a halfway lift. Look forwards, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or float back, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, glide the heart forwards, up dog. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. A few of those meaningful, purposeful breaths here. Long, deep breaths in and long, deep breaths out. On an in-breath, step or float forwards. For halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale into a forward fold, dive down to the legs. Arms come up, inhale to the sky, second round. Exhale, reach down for the floor, dive down to the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale, step or float back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, breathe. Long and deep breaths in and breaths out. On an in-breath, step or float for halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale into a forward fold, bow down to the legs. Rise above, inhale, arms up for one last round. Exhale, reach down for the floor, dive down to the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back for chaturanga. Glide the heart up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Reconnect with those breaths. Inhale and exhale. On an in-breath, we step or float to the front. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale into a forward fold. Now with the feet together, side by side, we bend our knees and sweep the arms forwards and up into chair pose. We drive our seat to its lowest point and hug the navel in tightly to the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, just the arms, sweep down and back. Again, inhale, reach the arms forwards and up. Exhale, the arms go down and back. One last. Inhale, the arms forwards and up. Exhale, the arms go down and back. Rise all the way up. Come to stand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, reach down for the floor. Inhale into halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Once again, bend the elbows. Inhale, glide the heart up for up dog. And exhale, lift the hips up for downward facing dog. On an in-breath, right leg rises up. Exhale, land the foot forwards in between the hands. We rise up to crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, we open out to warrior two. Pivot the back heel down, line up the arms with the shoulders. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep that right arm overhead, lean back. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. And we step back into chaturanga, bending at the elbows. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Other side. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, land the foot forwards in between the hands. Rising up, inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand reaches overhead, leaning back. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. And we take chaturanga, bending the elbows. Rise up, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up to downward facing dog. On an in-breath, we step or float forwards. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale into a forward fold, bowing down to the legs. Arms come all the way up on an in-breath. Exhale, we grab a hold of our left wrist and we tip over to the right for a bit of a side stretch. Inhale, come back up to the center. Switching hands and exhale, we tip over to the left for that side stretch. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, mountain, arms down by the sides. We bend our knees once again to chair pose. Inhale, sit low, arms come up. Exhale, we take an open twist to the right. So left arm reaches forwards, right arm reaches back. Using the strength of the obliques, we turn the torso just a little bit more to the side while keeping the shoulders relaxed. Back to the center, stay low. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we take that twist to the left, right arm forwards, left arm back. And again, feel the rotation emanating from the abdominal area, keeping the knees shining forwards. Chair pose for a breath. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale into a forward fold. Dive down to the legs. Whew. On an in-breath, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, step or float back. Chaturanga, bend the elbows. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg comes up, inhale. Exhale, land the foot forwards in between the hands. Arms up, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Now we take that reverse warrior once again on an in-breath. But this time, as we exhale, we extend that front knee and we let ourselves come down into a triangle. Without touching anything, we let that right arm dangle down and the left arm reach up. So we're being supported here by the strength of our legs and our core muscles. Inhale. Exhale, rebend that right knee. Place the hands a few inches forwards of the front foot. And we're going to tip forwards for our half moon, lifting that left leg away from the ground. Keeping the chest, hips open to the side. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, touch down into warrior two. Open out, arms in line with the shoulders. Reverse a warrior once again. Inhale, lean that right arm up and over the head. Feel that stretch. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. And we step back, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Rise up, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up to downward facing dog. Well, let's do the other side. On an in-breath, left leg comes up. Exhale, land the foot forwards in between the hands. Rising up to crescent lunge, inhale, the arms up to the sky. Exhale, open out to warrior two, arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale for that reverse warrior, leaning back. And then exhale, minimal adjustments. Just extend that front knee, left arm dangles down, right arm comes up. So we don't have to be dipping too low. We just need to maintain that length with the spine, the strength with the core. Inhale. Exhale, re-lunge that left leg. Land that left hand a few inches forwards of the foot. And we transfer our body weight forward so that we lift the right leg up into our half moon. Chest, hips facing the side, strong legs. Inhale. And then exhale, we smoothly touch back down into warrior two. Open chest, hips to the side. Reverse warrior, inhale that left arm up and over the head. Exhale, hands come down for chaturanga. Step back and bend the elbows. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. On an in-breath, we step or float forwards, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale into a forward fold. Rising up, inhale. Exhale, grab that left wrist, tip over to the right. Inhale, coming back up to the center, switching hands. Exhale, tip over to the left. Inhale, come back up to the center. And exhale, mountain pose, arms by our sides. Now we're going to take that chair pose once again. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up. This time, exhale, prayer hands to the heart. And we hook our left elbow outside our right thigh, coming into a prayer twist. Sitting nice and low. And just spiraling the chest to face more to the side. On an in-breath, just the arms come up, chair pose. Exhale, prayer twist to the left, hooking the right elbow outside the thigh, pushing the palms against each other. Inhale, chair pose once again. One last breath here. Exhale, forward fold, dive down to the legs. Ooh. Catch up with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back. Chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg rises, inhale. Exhale, land the foot forwards. Crescent lunge, arms up, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale, lean back. Exhale, triangle, straighten that knee. Right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, re-lunge the leg. Exhale, set up, hands a few inches forwards of the foot, and begin to lift that left foot away from the floor. Inhale here at the top. Exhale into a warrior two. Land your foot back, arms in line with the shoulders. Reverse warrior, inhale that right arm overhead, lean back. Exhale, warrior two once again, arms in line with the shoulders. Straighten that right knee, inhale. Arms go all the way up to the sky. Exhale, let's take eagle arms with the right arm under the left, pressing the backs of the hands or intertwining at the palms. Rebending that front knee once again, inhale here. Exhale, we guide that left leg forwards and we cross it around the right thigh, sitting low, maybe even crossing the foot against the calf. Finding a strong gaze at the front as we hold for another 5 and 4, 3, 2, let the toes point out. Inhale, arms up for a star pose. Exhale, feet together, forward fold, dive down to the legs. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back, chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. One last side. Inhale, that left leg comes up. Exhale, land the foot forwards in between the hands. Rising up for crescent lunge, inhale, arms up. Exhale, open out to warrior two, chest, hips face to the side. Reverse warrior, inhale, lean back. Exhale, triangle pose, extend front knee, left arm down, right arm up. Inhale, rebend that leg. Exhale, set it up. Transfer weight forwards and float that right foot away from the floor. Inhale here for a breath. Exhale, smoothly touch down to warrior two, arms in line with the shoulders. Reverse warrior, inhale, lean back. Exhale, warrior two, arms in line with the shoulders again. Now straighten that left leg. We rise up with the arms, inhale. Exhale, left arm under this time for the eagle arms. Press the backs of the hands or intertwine at the palms as you re-lunge that front leg. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, glide that right foot forwards and let it cross around the thigh or maybe around the calf. Sitting low, finding that point of focus for 5 and 4, 3, 2, inhale, rise up, toes point out, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, bow down to the legs. Last vinyasa, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back, chaturanga. Glide the heart up, inhale. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. We gently lower the knees down to the floor. For Japanese seat or seiza, feet together, knees together, we sit on the heels and roll the torso upright. Taking a moment to find those meaningful and purposeful breaths. Maybe as we moved around with the body, we lost that connection, so take this time to reconnect, reminding yourselves how powerful, how the breath has this ability to strengthen and to focus not only our bodies but our minds and our hearts as well in our yoga practice. On an in-breath, reach your arms up. Exhale, let the right arm dangle down by your side, and the left hand catches the side of the head, and we tip over for a neck stretch. Let's just stay here for a couple of breaths to release tension on the back body, shoulders, and the neck. Arms come up this time, inhale. And then exhale, left arm dangles down, right hand catches the side of the head. And we tip over for that neck stretch. Arms go up once again, inhale. Exhale to tabletop, hands and knees down to the floor. Let's take right leg pigeon. So right shin behind the hands, left leg glides back. We take a moment to lengthen the spine, create space in preparation for that fold. And we bow down, surrender to the mat. Breathing into the spaces on the sides of the hips. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly roll the torso all the way upright. We lean all of our weight to the right and swivel that left foot forwards, guiding it either in front of the shin or outside the thigh. Left hand lands down behind us and right arm reaches up, creating space. Inhale. Exhale, we hook that elbow against the knee for a spinal twist, rotating the torso to face more out and back. On an in-breath, we let the gaze face forwards. And then exhale, we land our hands behind us so that we can switch legs. So right knee will be at the top this time, either foot in front of the shin or outside the left thigh. Right hand behind us as we reach that left arm up to create space. Inhale. Exhale, hook the elbow against the knee and allow the chest to once again rotate more to the side and out. Inhale. Exhale, unwind. And we lean all of our weight to the left so that we can swivel that right leg back into our pigeon, scooting our hips to center just a little bit more, puffing through the chest on an in-breath, and then exhale, coming into a fold, diving down. Inhale. Exhale, roll the torso upright, and we transition to tabletop for one last round of cat and cow. On an in-breath, arch your spine, gaze up, and exhale, push away from the floor, round the back. Couple more on your own with the intention to find longer and deeper breaths. Allowing those deep breaths to calm us down and end our practice on a peaceful note. After the last one, go ahead and cross the legs in front of each other. Place one hand in front of the chest and the other hand in front of the belly. And we take a moment to appreciate how we remain connected with our breaths. Those meaningful, purposeful breaths that help us get through our practice for today. Whenever you find yourselves faced with something challenging outside of your mat, remind yourselves of that strengthening and that calming quality of your breaths. With gratitude, we bring our prayer hands in front of our chest and bow down. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.